Hello, I'm Kip Brockman, and today the remaining candidates are going to discuss their views on government monitoring of text, emails, phone calls, etc. First, we have businessman Donald Trump. We have Texas Senator Ted Cruz, Secretary Hillary Clinton, and last but not least, Bernie Sanders, Senator of Vermont. On today's agenda, we will be talking about the government surveillance of emails, text messages, and phone calls by the NSA, and how it affects our citizens. Mr. Trump, would you like to start us off?
As a businessman, I know most things, but can you please define NFC?
No, not the NFC, the NSA.
Oh, I love the NBA. The New York Giants will make America great again.
The NSA, Mr. Trump. The National Security Agency established on November 4th, 1952 by President Harry Truman, which is responsible for global monitoring, collection, and processing of information, data acquired through signal intelligence.
National security will make America great again. I assume when I pick up my telephone, people are listening. It's sad commentary, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. The collection of phone record surveillance is a must and should be used at all costs.
Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump, may I speak now? I'll have you know that I voted against the Patriot Act, which was passed after 9/11, and allows the NSA to do whatever they want. The NSA is allowed to nearly unlimited access to private information that shouldn't be touched. It is unconstitutional and an invasion of privacy.
The NSA is dumb.
Well said, Secretary Clinton. Senator Cruz, what are your views on the matter?
I believe it's possible to protect the nation while respecting the rights of Americans. The government monitoring is a must. For instance, since the terrorists at 9/11 were not carrying bombs or guns, the security agents had no thought to check them for any other reason. With stronger national security, the phones of the terrorists could have been tapped into and countless lives could have been saved.
I myself believe we should just go back to interrogating and waterboarding, or more extreme forms of torture, like listening to Hillary speak or watching Bernie age.
Trump, 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 Trump.
Or having Donald scream in your ear.
All right, everyone, back to the topic at hand.
The intent of national security is to prevent future crimes from happening. It's to save lives, and it's to make America great again.
There are thousands of attacks that have been prevented as a result of the NSA. For example, one case involved a group of men in San Diego convicted of sending money to an extremist group in Somalia. Another was a group planned to bomb the New York Stock Exchange. The NSA was able to stop these crimes from happening and thousands of lives were saved. They got into phone surveillance and text messages. I bet Secretary Clinton can't give me an example of the NSA being bad.
Well, actually, in 2008, two former NSA analysts who worked at the NSA Center in Fort Gordon, Georgia, told ABC that they and their co-workers had listened to personal phone calls of soldiers stationed overseas.
This isn't a fact, Hillary. This is just some guys making up stuff. I don't see any data. Where's the stats at, Hillary? I don't see any data.
Michael Hayden, who was the NSA's director when the first domestic spying programs began, told the Daily Beast that he once fired a collector for snooping on his ex-wife overseas. This is just one more con of the many I have already previously stated.
Once again, Hillary, these are not facts. Even if this was the truth, this is only one time out of a million. You never hear about this stuff. You present no facts and your opinion is garbage.
As garbage as Hillary's opinion is, you have no room to talk, Mr. Trump. We need to focus on what the NSA is doing to Americans now. We need to protect the privacy as well as the civil liberties of the American people. We need a more transparent program that can still get the job done right and without overstepping the boundaries.
I err on the side of security, and many people agree with me on that. Everybody always agrees with me, because what I'm trying to do is make America great again.
Trump, I think we're all sick of you trying to make America great again. Why don't you go back to your little mansion and play with your employees' lives? We need to discuss the matter at hand. Government surveillance of text messages, phone calls, and emails. President Barack Obama knows what he's doing, and we need to follow his lead.
I, for once, agree with the old man. The USA Freedom Act is just what we need right now. The USA Freedom Act imposes new limits on bulk collections of metadata on U.S. citizens by the American intelligence agencies. It also restores authorization for roving wiretaps and tracking lone wolf terrorists.
I agree with Cruz, and I believe in what President Obama has done in his term for national security. I believe it's a pathway that we should follow and only bring change if needed.
I'm surprised you finally have a stance on the matter, Hillary. You always tend to dance on the topic when asked, and you change your stance on national security almost every time you've been asked the question. I can see why you'd be against it because of your email flying around the internet. People like you don't want the government to monitor you because you don't want people to know the truth.
I do agree that Hillary is a criminal. But I'm with her on the stance that national security is too invasive, needs to be reformed. If elected, I would make sure the NSA would not listen to conversations, spy on Americans, and corrupt our society. Feel the burn.
I see the validity of both arguments. We need government surveillance in order to ensure national security, but I do believe it should stay less extreme. If I was elected, it would stay as is and no further surveillance will be necessary.
We need a stronger national security and more surveillance. This way, the American people are ensured their safety.
And there Hillary goes again with a different stance on the topic.
That's exactly what I said earlier, Donald.
Hillary, I don't think it was. Anywho, at this time I'd like to ask the candidates for their closing statements.
I'm running against an old bozo man, a criminal, and the Zodiac killer. I'm the most qualified here, and I am the only one who can make America great again. National security must be strengthened in order to ensure safety of Americans. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your time.
I've been for government surveillance reforms since the beginning of my campaign, and I've given numerous examples for the cause. The NSA must be strengthened for us to move forward as a nation.
God, I hate Hillary.
Where am I?
Once I build my wall, all these idiots will be gone. I'm the only one here who can make America great again. And I hope y'all saw that tonight. Thank you.
Trump, 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 Trump.
Trump, 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 Trump.